Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining me for the Spring Equinox spiritual practice. Winter is over. We made it to spring and the start of a whole new chapter. So this spring is powerful with a lot of changes and new beginnings. And we want to take advantage of this fresh energy to set our intentions for the year ahead and the next chapter of our lives. So today we're going to talk about the astrology of the spring equinox and Aries season and the start of the astrological new year. We'll do a card pull and a new beginnings equinox ritual to really launch our intentions into the universe. I'll also channel some messages from my spirit guides. Now, a lot of the channeled messages come during the card pull, but I also check in with them when I'm preparing for this and incorporate what they think is important to share. So this is Pay What You Want, and there is a link in the show notes below to pay what you want, and I really, really do appreciate you doing that. Also, all of my podcasts and spiritual practices are infused with positive energy. So you get a little energy boost just for sitting there and listening. So sit back, relax, take some deep breaths, and just be and absorb all of this fresh start energy. And as always, pay special attention to anything you hear that resonates with you. There are no coincidences about anything, including that you are listening to this right now. There are messages for us constantly, so just listen for the messages that are for you today. So today, Tuesday, March 19th, is the spring equinox. It's also the start of Aries season and the first day of the astrological year. This is a double whammy of fresh vibes. Typically, the first day of spring falls on March 21st or 22nd, but because this is a leap year, this year it lands on March 19th. And it feels like a fresh start, because it is. This is a time of rebirth and renewal after a long winter. The first day of spring is also the official end of Pisces season. Pisces is the last sign of the zodiac, and it's a dreamy, intuitive time of the year when it's cold and dark out, and we spend a lot of that time hibernating at home. So we can think of Pisces as the introvert and Aries as the big, loud extrovert. So Pisces and Aries couldn't be more different, which explains why it feels like a switch flips on the equinox. When Pisces season comes to a close, it often feels like there's a lull or a sense of something ending. But the energy and the vibes quickly pick up again really fast thanks to Aries. So the spring equinox, as we know, is when the sun aligns directly above the equator and day and night are of equal length. It's one of only 2 days a year when the planet is in balance. And it's much easier for us to find balance today in our lives. So take a minute to think about where you may be out of balance. We're starting a big new chapter here, and we want to start it in balance. Where most of us tend to be out of balance this time of year is with our eating. We're used to eating heavier, denser foods in winter, so it's time for us to lighten up our eating. A fabulous time for a juice cleanse, which will really help shift us and lighten up the energy in our bodies. The energy grid of the planet also shifts on the equinox. It awakens, amplifying the spiritual energies, really healing and growth energies. This is why so many cultures all over the world celebrate this time. There's Easter, Passover, Holi, which is a Hindu festival, and Ostara, a pagan holiday. All of these ceremonies involve some type of meditation or prayer or rituals really aimed at tapping into this energy for growth and enlightenment. So this is a powerful time of spiritual awakening and transformation, when we can harness the earth's energy for renewal and growth. And we do that through reflection, introspection, and setting intentions, which we will do here in a few minutes with a ritual. Along with the powerful equinox energy, we are also celebrating the start of the astrological new year, which starts with Aries season. So Aries, as we know, first sign of the zodiac. So we're beginning a new journey, a new trip around the sun, where we get to experience the energies and the vibe of all of those 12 zodiac signs all over again. So like New Year's Day on January 1st, the astrological new year is a good time to check in with yourself. This is a powerful time to look at our lives through a fresh lens. Now, Aries is a lively, action-oriented, and fast-paced sign, and one that's represented by the charging ram. It's exciting, and it energizes us. Aries is always ready to dive headfirst into new opportunities and experiences. So we want to use this energy to jumpstart something new or to start over. We have momentum behind us right now. Aries represents the self, our boldest, most creative, courageous, enthusiastic, self-assured self. And that's the type of energy we want right now when we're starting something new. So a couple of weeks ago on my podcast, I talked about the week before the equinox with a lot of swirling energy that we really didn't know what to do with. Last week was like we were bulbs or seeds that had been planted. There's a lot happening under the surface, like roots are growing and things are sprouting, but they just hadn't poked through the surface of the dirt yet. Well, this is the week they do. This week they are barely poking through, and we can see that something actually is growing. So if you've been feeling a little antsy or impatient or maybe unsettled, it's because there is a lot of fresh start energy swirling around. And it amps up even more this week with the equinox and Aries season. So we are more than ready to get moving. We're motivated to birth new things into the world and reinvent ourselves. We can feel the change in the air. There's a sense of excitement and anticipation. And that's because the energies are heightened by the upcoming lunar eclipse, which happens on March 25th. Although the eclipse is a week away, we can feel the energy building toward the eclipses, toward the eclipse. And eclipses do bring this high intensity, transformative energy that transforms our lives. Eclipses usually occur in pairs every 6 months. That's what's happening this time. And they're times of great and swift change. Events that alter and shape our life, or even the world. It's a deep time, it's a harrowing time, but it's also transformative and ultimately healing. So with the eclipses on the horizon, we want to use the energies of this equinox to set intentions for what we want. There's a powerhouse of energy available to us right now. This energy is a gift, but it's up to us to use it. And we do that by allowing new ideas and new perspectives to come in. Think new. This is a wonderful time to hit the reset button on our lives, with our routines, with our health, with our homes. A great time to open all the windows and smudge and get all of that energy out of there. So as Aries season begins, there still are several planets moving through Pisces, including Mars, which is Aries ruler. That makes the energy of this particular Aries season a little less fiery and more geared towards healing and spirituality. So yes, we're refreshing the human stuff, our homes, our bodies, but this is also a good time to refresh our spiritual connection and get back to our spiritual practices. So get ready for some big changes this spring. This is intense, focused energy. Over the next 3 weeks, we have the equinox, the fiery, fresh start of Aries season, the lunar eclipse on the 25th, and then the total solar eclipse on April 8th. And then to add to all this energy, Mercury goes retrograde right in the middle of the eclipses. So the equinox is a power day when we can set intentions for the rest of the year and the next chapter. There's really no limits on what we can manifest right now. The sky's the limit. So remember that this energy is a gift, but it's really up to us to use it. So I think this would be a really, really great time for a card pull. My deck, the Light Seers Tarot. I had a get together with a few girlfriends a couple weeks ago, and we all brought our cards so we could do a card pull. And 3 of us, there was only 5 of us here, 3 of us, this was our daily deck that we pulled from. So I thought that was kind of cool. So it must be a good deck. I should put a link and start, doing an affiliate to sell these decks, I guess, huh? All right. I do like a 3-card pull. Let's do one more little shuffle. Okay. I'm kind of curious. The cards are always so right on, so I'm always curious what they are. Okay. The first card, the Two of Cups. Second card, I can't wait to talk about this one, Seven of Pentacles. And then the last card, interesting. I'm really curious to see about this one, the Three of Swords. Okay, let's start with these. The Two of Cups. Two of Cups. All right, I always like to take a look at the picture and see the energy on the picture. I'm gonna hold that as close as I possibly can. Two of Cups, romance, love, soulmates, the beginning of new friends, new love, new business partners. I do like the energy coming up from the bowls. That's kind of cool. Hopefully you can see that. But what else this is co-creating with the universe. And we forget about that. We often go to the human us needs to make it happen. We need a plan and we need to work it and we need to show up and do all the things. We forget that we're in this together. We're in this together with the universe. So what we're really doing right now, especially on the equinox, is coming together with the universe to create what's next. Once again, we forget that we have this extra help on our sides. We don't have to do it. We don't have to do it alone. And we are the ones creating our own story. We're the ones creating our own life. So clearly, that's something that you probably believe in too, or you wouldn't be sitting here doing this spiritual practice with me. So super good card. I love the whole co-creation with the universe part of that. That's great. Okay, I chuckled when this one came out because just a minute ago I was talking about planting seeds. So you can see this. Planting seeds and them getting down in the earth, the roots are growing and things are sprouting. And you can see here like all the good stuff, the pentacles, it's sucking up that energy. And now that sucker has sprouted. It's sprouted. What we've planted is now growing. And it's easy to be impatient when I'm working so hard and things just aren't happening. But this is a good reminder that things are happening. It takes time. It's also a good time to really remember what you planted. Like maybe you planted flowers and what you really want is a tomato plant. So this is the time right now today as we're doing this to get clear about what's next. It's okay to change your mind, to change from what you wanted before to what you're wanting now. So get really clear. What did you plant? Is it what you wanted? It's time for a fresh start to update things. And if you take a good look at his hand, once again, I know it's hard to see this on the camera, but there's energy coming out of his hand toward the plant. Like he's energizing that thing. He's the one directing his power toward what he wants to grow. I mean, this couldn't be a better card for today. Okay, this is the interesting one though. What is this? Three of Swords. I mean, look at this. She is heartbroken. Let's see. Before we move forward, things exit our lives. We release things in order to make room for the new things. Often we think when we're releasing things that those things are bad and we don't want them in our lives anymore and they're harming us. Yeah, true sometimes. But sometimes, more often than not lately, the things we are releasing are good. So we're releasing the good to get to the great. And when you're releasing good, or anything when you're changing really, but it's heartbreaking. There's grieving involved. There's healing involved. But then ultimately, after the grieving and the healing, we're stronger. So you can see here that the heart is tied down. There's a lot of strings like holding that heart down. It's time to cut those babies. It's time to release and move on. release and move on, even if it's good. Let's release the good so we can get to the great. Interesting card. I'm always surprised at what comes through with these. You know what I didn't do, which I will do now, is I always do the numerology of the cards too. So this is a 273. I use this Doreen Virtue book with angel numbers 101, 273. You're going in the right direction. We'll take it. We will take it. Okay, let's get to it. Let's get to the reason that we came today, which is our intention setting ritual. I'm going to put the cards here off to the side. So go ahead. You will need something to write with. You also, would be a great time to have a candle. I'm actually going to pause this for a second and go get a candle. Okay, so you're going to need something to write with. And also, if you have one, it would be great to light a candle and really set this sacred space for what we're doing. I mean, this is for you. So make it as lovely as you would like to do. You're welcome to pause any of this as we go along to make it your own. So, okay, candle's lit. You have paper and something to write with. So let's go ahead and close your eyes. Close your eyes and settle in. And always just starting with the breath. Nice and easy, in and out, calm and relaxed. Inhaling through your nose, exhaling through your mouth, just allowing yourself to let go of any tension or any stress. You may want to move your head around, shrug your shoulders, move your body, just release any tension stuck in your body. Now focus on your breath as it moves in and out of your body. Just notice the rise and the fall of your chest with each breath. Imagine that you are inhaling calm and clarity and exhaling stress and tension. Now visualize some roots extending from the base of your spine, reaching deep into the earth below you. Now feel the roots anchoring you firmly to the ground, and they're providing stability and support. Now with each inhale, imagine you're drawing up this nourishing energy from the earth, and it fills your body with a sense of strength and vitality. With each breath, you're getting stronger and more alive. And as you continue to breathe, visualize a bright golden light surrounding your body. It's forming a cocoon of peace and security. Now just bask in this light and this cocoon, knowing that you're safe and you're grounded in this present moment. Now take just a few more deep breaths, really feeling the connection between your body and the earth below you. And when you're ready, go ahead and open your eyes and return. Now, just like that card, the process of renewal starts with releasing what's old. So we want to go ahead and write down the things that we are done with and that we want to release on this equinox. So go ahead and write down what you want to let go of, what you are done with. So feel free to pause this and take as long as you want, but I'm going to keep it running and just write these down. And then we'll come back to this in a minute or two. So once again, you can pause and take as long as you want to think this through and write down everything that you want to release, all the old that you want to release so that we can move forward. So when you're done, there are a couple ways that we can energetically release this. So one way is to burn it. We know that. We've done lots of ceremonies where we've burnt stuff. Another way, which is a way that I like to do, so I'm not outside burning a bunch of shit, is I go ahead and I just tear up the paper. I tear everything that I just wrote down. I'm going to tear it into a whole bunch of like really super small pieces. Ripping that shit up. Ripping up everything that I am ready to be done with in my life. Now you can get these in really, really small little pieces. I feel like the more that I do this, the more I'm energetically just like getting rid of that stuff. And then there's a couple ways that you can get rid of these. One way is you can burn them again. Another way, you can throw them in the trash and just immediately take the trash out. And you can flush them. So there are a few different ways. Burn, put them in the trash, or actually flush them. So whatever you would like to do. So now that we've released the old, it's really time to set our intentions for the new. Out with the old, in with the new. So now we're going to write down our intentions of what we want for spring. Once again, feel free to pause and take as much time as you like. This is setting intentions for the rest of the year, for spring, for the next chapter of our lives. So you can go just short ones, big ones, forever ones. It's up to you. Okay. So when you have a few of those, and you're ready to move on, we want to just take our intentions and really just hold them against our heart. We're aligning our intentions with the energy of our heart chakra. We are loving these bitches. We are loving our intentions. Just a few deep breaths while you do this. And then once again, if you haven't already, go ahead and close your eyes and let's go ahead and return to the breath. Just some deep breaths, once again focusing on your chest. Just the gentle rise and fall of your chest with the breath in and out. Now with each breath, imagine you're drawing in fresh energy from the universe. And it's once again filling your body with light and vitality. Now visualize yourself standing in a beautiful green, sunlit meadow surrounded by blooming flowers. You could just feel the warmth of the sun on your skin and the soft earth beneath your feet. Now, in your mind's eye, see a glowing ball of light hovering just above your head. This ball represents your intentions for the season ahead. It represents your hopes, your dreams, and your goals. Now, take a minute to think about the intentions that you just wrote down. Visualize them coming true. Visualize them happening. Now imagine reaching up and gently releasing your intentions into that ball of light above us. Feel them merging and blending with the light. This light infuses them with power and potential. And as you release your intentions, repeat this to yourself. I believe in my ability to manifest my intentions with ease and grace. I trust in the divine timing of my dreams and desires. I believe in the abundance of the universe. I know my intentions are already on their way to me. Now let's take a few more breaths, just really feeling some gratitude and excitement for what's to come. Now know that your intentions have been heard and they're already to be beginning to take shape on their way to you. So when you're ready, go ahead and open your eyes, return your awareness to the present moment, and really try to carry this sense of empowerment and possibility with you as you move forward this spring. We have to remember that we have the power to manifest our dreams. It lies within us. So we have to trust our inner wisdom and ourselves and the universe to be able to make that happen. So there's nothing we need to do. And also another good thing to remember is rituals don't have to be complicated. This was simple. So I want to thank you for celebrating and honoring the eclipse with me. I appreciate you subscribing, liking, commenting on this video. It really does help my business. I know it seems silly, but it really does help. This is also donation based and you can pay what you want in the show notes below. Like, this is a very, very important month for us. Lots of big changes. Yeah, it's intense, but it's also wonderful. So allow yourself to go all in on you, on your life. Allow yourself to be your highest version. The energy of the universe is on our side right now, so let's use it to rocket into the next chapter. So if you're looking to be more connected to the universe and your higher self and your spiritual gifts, my Spiritual Women's Wisdom Circle starts on the 27th, just a week away. So we'll practice strengthening our intuition. We'll learn how to channel and communicate with our spirit guides. We'll play with oracle cards and the pendulum, and we will have a guest teach us about interpreting dreams, and she'll also interpret our dreams too. The last meeting happens to fall on the summer solstice, which we will celebrate with some rituals and ceremonies like this one. So I would love to have you join me. There is a link in the show notes to learn more and register. You can go to my website, abundology.com. You can also book a spirit guide channeling session with me too on my website, abundology.com. So happy equinox, everybody. Thank you again for joining me and have a fabulous spring.